It's about kitties and detectives who murder. Hi guys, welcome back to the Charming Analysis podcast and welcome back to our Halloween Spectacular. I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And today we're going to be talking about the 1989 film Felidae. Why don't you explain what that's about, honey? Take it away.
Oh, I was going to let you explain it.
So Felidae is basically a movie about a cat detective named Francis who ends up moving into a new place with his owner, Gustavo. And a bunch of cats basically end up getting murdered around the area. And it's up to him and Bluebeard, who's his new friend, to figure out why why cats are being killed in the area. Is basically the gist of what this is about. But yeah, what did you think of the movie, honey?
What did I think?
Yeah, what'd you think?
In terms of the genre, animals in distress or animals trying to escape humans from scientific experiments, which is a whole genre in and of itself.
Well,
I thought it was all right. It kept reminding me. I was like,
you kept saying it reminded you of Watership Down. That's what you kept.
Actually, no. I take that back. It reminds me of Secret of Them.
Really?
You don't see the comparisons?
I can kind of see it a little bit in some aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've actually seen Secret of Them, so
mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about. It's been a very long time since I've seen it, but I have seen it. I genuinely enjoyed this movie. I thought it was an interesting concept.
I feel like it's trying to say something similar to Secret of Them, except it's going for more genetic
eugenics.
It's going for eugenics than I guess what was Secret of Them trying to do? It's been a while. It was like science and religion.
Yeah, this was like eugenics. Mm-hmm. And basically there's like a cult in a sense of these cats who are worshiping this like alpha cat in a sense, like their savior. And because of that, there tends to be a lot of like, there is some religious aspects to this, but it's not like a major thingy in this.
Not really. It was just more like cult aspects, trying to create the perfect being, quote, cat, something, whatever, quote unquote.
Okay, fine. That's probably a better idea.
I just was like, this is kind of reminding me of Secret of Them, and
with cats.
With cats, and not as good.
You don't feel like it was that good?
I mean, it was all right. It was just like it's like something where I find in a lot of like old like 80s
to 90s
animated films where like just not a lot of things would be happening, and it would be a little bit kind of boring, and then the scene would transition into something completely different like a day later, and I'm like, what? Just randomly, random day laters and stuff like that. So I'm just like, what? What's going, like, I don't know. It's just something that like is noticeable in like 80s and 90s kids movies. Some of it works, some of it.
I don't even think this was a kids movie, was it?
Well, not kids movies, but animated films. in general.
Because this is way too, like, gory to be, like, a kid's film. They had decapitation.
I'm sure some kids saw this. I was like, oh, cats. You know,
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Cats.
Oh, good lord.
So, yeah, I'm sure yeah.
But, yeah. I genuinely like the character designs in this. Like, I know it's a newer animated thing, but I can kind of see some inspirations from this being used in Lackadaisy a little bit. Like, at least the cat designs. Mm-hmm. I forgot the main cat's name in Lackadaisy. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Was his name Mordecai?
I think.
I
don't remember. He's the guy that had, like, the blue suit. Remember? Francis, to me, kind of looked a little bit like him, but like an old-fashioned version of him, in a sense. Like, more old-fashioned than 1920s deal. Mm. But, sorry, we're
really tired.
We're very tired. It's been a crazy week. But, yeah. So, essentially, that's kind of who I was thought of when I saw Francis at first. And I could see the inspiration a little bit from this movie. Also, I also liked a lot of the dialogue in this was interesting. Like, you can hear some English in this, but it's mostly German. And so, fun fact, this originally did have an English dub, but it never got widely produced, so unfortunately it's kind of lost to time in a sense. Only a few places got, like, the English, like, version of it. We tried to find one while we were watching this, and it was English for, like, 5 seconds, and then it stopped.
Yeah, that was funny.
Which I thought was interesting. Let me see. I guess, what's something else that you liked about this movie? Because I definitely liked
the cat designs.
Definitely. Like, the cat designs were definitely interesting. You had all different varieties. You had, like, big cats, little cats. You even had, like, really, the juxtaposition of a lot of, like, the character designs looked really interesting. Mm-hmm. They had some beefy cats in this. Like, one of the... I forgot the big thick cat's name, the one that was Solitaire's love. You know who I'm talking about? He was fucking huge. He was huge compared to the other two. I'm like, damn, that's a biggin. That's a big boy. That was an interesting character and stuff. Mm. Why are you looking at Netflix right now?
I'm like just being a butt. Anyway, you want to give your rating? If you don't want,
I think we should talk a little bit more because it's only 8 minutes.
I don't know what else to say.
You don't have anything else you want to say about it?
Not really.
That's actually sad. I guess. Do you feel like this is like a very dated movie, or do you feel like people would watch it nowadays? What do you think?
I mean,
also, I was.
If you like dark 80s movies, if you like, animal horror, if you like any of the stuff that talks about anthropomorphic animals, like, being science experiments, I'm sure you probably have seen it already. It's very niche. This genre.
It is pretty niche.
This genre.
I don't know that many of them, but there's probably a lot out there.
Yeah,
though.
there is. There's probably
surprisingly, it's very niche, but there's a lot out there, and I don't know why. Normally with niche things, there's not a lot out there, but this is like this genre is kind of one of those exceptions to the rule. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot that was made in like a specific time, and then they kind of stopped doing it. Mm-hmm. One thing I will say about this movie, for those who do want to see it, it is very trippy and very graphic. I must say that right now. You don't see it on screen, but there is cat death in this. Like, cat death, decapitation. This was a lot more gorier than I was expecting, but honestly, it was not that bad. Like, if it was more like...
It really wasn't.
Like, if it was more shown on screen, I probably would have had, like, an issue with it, but... They did a good amount of it, and they did it, like, in a tasteful way, I guess. Like, it wasn't like, oh, they're just doing this just to show their dominance. No, they're actually, like, proving a point. The one part that gets me, I was still shocked about the whole decapitation scene. Because Felicity did not deserve that. She didn't deserve that at all, and I felt so bad. Mm-hmm. And the last scene with Pascal, like, the shot of just Francis just slicing him down the middle open. I was not expecting that at all. I was like, oh my gosh. I think that one and the decapitation scene were the two scenes that got me, honestly. I was honestly surprised about those scenes in general. I was not expecting those to be as graphic as it was. Other than that, it's a pretty solid film. Like, if you like more of the, like... What did you explain it as a niche thing? It was like animal, like, gore, experimentation shit?
Experimental
gore?
No, experimental 80s animal films.
Okay, fine. Like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're, like, very tired.
Yeah.
But... Overall, it was a pretty solid, like, it was a pretty solid film. Mm-hmm. I would definitely watch it again. Honestly, for the animation. I thought the animation was just gorgeous. And I would like to see more Francis. He was kind of interesting. I guess I'll give my rating then. I would give Felidae, I think is how you say it, Felidae. If I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good film. And I would watch it again. What about you?
I give it a 5 out of 10.
You would a 5? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's mid.
It's mid?
Mm-hmm.
You think there's better ones out there? Interesting. I'm curious to see what some of these other ones you find are interesting we end up covering eventually. Also, we had to watch this on Tubi. Oh my gosh. I have a hit or miss thing when it comes to Tubi. At least this was in good quality compared to the YouTube one we did. But, bitch, there's way too many fucking ads. It went from 2 ads to 4 ads to 6 ads through the entirety of this hour and 20-minute movie. But, anyway, that's going to be the end of the podcast for today. We do have a surprise entry we're going to be hopefully uploading, like, tomorrow. We're probably going to upload this tomorrow at this point, because it's really fucking late. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out. Bye, guys.